Hello, Budget Dolls. I'm Margot, and welcome to Budgets Untamed. Tonight, I want to go over my 2026 reset. I've changed my binders, and I'm excited about the change. I've also added a few things to my Etsy shop, and I think that it was great to take January off and just start my year February 1st, and that's where I started at work. So my fiscal year has always began February 1st. I think I'm going to try that at home this year just to see if it will work for me. Okay, so what I want to begin with is my binder. You have already seen this binder because I've introduced it, but I've made quite a few changes to it, and I just want to be able to show you guys that. I think that taking January off was so important because I was able to think straight. I was able to just come up with plans and ideas for this year. And I think one of the reasons I fell short last year was because I didn't really have a true plan. I knew what I needed to do, but I didn't have a true plan as to how I was going to get it done. Now this year I have a I have a planner, a beautiful planner, and I have plans and goals on the inside I want to go through with you guys tonight. And also a little bitty cash stuffing. So here we go. All right, so everybody knows that this is Canva Plans Budget Planner. This is my name page that I had last year, which you guys have already seen, but I loved it so much I didn't want to change one thing, and I didn't want to discard it because it was last year, so I added it to this one. Like I said, last year I wasn't in my planner as much as I should have been. So this is my 2026 name page. And I just put my word of the year there, focus. And what does focus mean to me? It means to move the needle. Post, make, list, and sell. This is your year. That's what Canva Plan says to me. And I wanted to highlight it by adding some more words here. And then on the bottom, I've just put Budget Dolls here. I have a tiny sticker that says Budget Dolls and the year 26. Okay, so that is the beginning of my book. All right, so let's get to the goals. I want to bring you in just a little bit closer. Okay, so let's get to the goals. All right, so my goals are for 2026. I want to save $5,050 for my personal savings. Now, that was higher when I did my other video, but at the time, I didn't realize I was gonna have a huge dental bill that I have to pay. And so that, if anybody has been to the dentist lately, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna have to make sure that I have money set aside for that because I don't really want to finance that. So it's just gonna have to come from somewhere. It is what it is. Okay, and so also one of my goals is to make sure that I reduce impulse spending. One of the ways I'm going to do that is only use a gift card for Amazon. So once the gift card is gone, I can't use any more until I replenish the gift card. Because now I've been using my debit card, my credit cards, and I cannot do that anymore. That's a goal for this year. I'm gonna take that 1 week at a time. Also, $100 I want to go towards my snowball payment every month, at least $100. It might be more, but we'll see. Then also I want to invest $250 this year because I got to go slow with investing. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to trust someone that I know, and we're going to start really slowly. Also, I want to save money for more dental care that I'm going to need, so that's always going to be there for now. Okay, so what I want to do with this page is make sure that I put it at the forefront of my planner. So I went ahead and put my goals in here. I put a few stickers in here that makes me want to look at this page. Okay, I did not have this last year, so I was so happy. And I did a little bit of Franken planning because I got things that I liked from other planners and just added it into this one. Excuse my yawning. You're going to hear it 1,000 times. Excuse my yawning, but that is what it is too. Anyway, my yearly recurring expenses. I'm going to write something down here. I haven't totally 100% gotten this together yet, and I want to sit this evening and do it. And it's just, I don't know that I have a lot of recurring expenses other than, you know, you have to get your oil changed in your car, and I have my Prime membership. There's a few things that I'm going to put together for this. So let me go. Now, remember, January, I didn't do much in January because January is almost gone, and I did that part purposefully. Okay, so now this is what I'm truly excited about in this book. Canva Plan lists the months through the year, but she also does a yearly bill tracker. The bill due, is this auto, yes or no? The due date, the date paid, and the amount paid. And she does that for every month. So I'm going to be able to use this instead of my expense tracker. I don't know why it was such a chore printing it out. It just, I liked the idea of it because it helped me streamline my bills, figure out what all I had. So that did work. Everything that I've done so far has worked. And I feel like every year you should tweak it. And some people tweak it even more often than that. Some people tweak it at the half year, or some people do it every quarter. So I'm going to pay a lot more attention to what doesn't work for me this year. But I love this because I was able just to write down my bills, and I have a few extra spaces if something else creeps in. But I've streamlined my bills so much to the point where I'm very happy with that. The only thing that's on me right now is my credit card debt, and I'm working on that. So what this is missing is my cash plan. So I think that I'm going to take a page from Desiree, Happy to Plan with Desiree's book, and I'm going to just create one of my own and put it in here so that I always have it. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to do that. But I didn't have to do that today. Today I'm on staycation, you guys, from work. And can you believe during this snowy weekend, I didn't have to go to work? That never happens. I'm so excited about that. Okay, my subscription tracker. I haven't filled that in, but I need to. I will. I don't have anything for pay in for. We talked about that before. So what I wanted to go over was just those first few pages. And then I've also had the opportunity to put in my months, my dates. I had a pack from Happy Planner. If I can find it, I will show it to you, that I used to put my months down. And this is called the stickers, classic sticker sheet, months, and it's just called months. Okay, so this is something that I got from I don't remember where this came from, but I bought something and this came, and I had no idea what I was going to do with it, and I'm so glad I saved it. And then this one is from Canva Plan. Okay, so from the Happy Planner, this is what I got. And I think I got this sometime last year. I know for a fact I didn't get it this year. Okay, so with January comes numbers, and the numbers I think kind of match the font and the coloring of the months. And that's March. April. May. There were children outside playing today, and they went in, and now I think the grown-ups are out there because I hear them. Oh, it's such a beautiful day today. June. So if you hear that rumbling in the background, I'm sitting right at my window. Let me see. Do I have numbers for this one? Yes, I do. There we go. And then July. July always looks like red, white, and blue. That's my birthday month. Red is not my favorite color, but I found something that I liked. August was green. September, we're getting to the oranges, the orange colors. October, moving into fall colors. November, of course, is very fall. And December. And there are those snowflakes. January 25th, 26, a very snowy weekend. So far, I believe in the DMV area, we've received 10 inches. That's what I think the last report said. And I was gonna go outside today just to like have something to do, to throw my trash away or something, and it was sleeting all day. So I just chose not to. Now these stars are pretty. They have a gold foil to them. Those are very pretty. Okay, so that's where my months came from. Okay, so yeah, so then I was able to fill in the months, and I have not done a, I'm not gonna put a lot of stickers in this planner because this planner is really very functional for me. And I'm going to make sure that it stays functional. If I start trying to put stickers in it and be creative, then I'm gonna forget what my goals are. So that's not what this book is for. Okay, so I'm going to get started with this book in the month of February, and I can't wait for you guys to join me. But I'm going to close it up because you've seen the most important pieces that I wanted to show you tonight. And then I'm excited about my sleep tracker. I put the sleep, okay, wait, one more thing, I'm sorry. My quarterly savings, this is important for me. I'm going to start tracking how much I'm saving, okay? And I printed this off on Canva, and I'm thinking of doing one for my cash plan as well. Now we were getting to the sleep tracker. This is important for me. I'm trying to get 7 hours of sleep every night. I know a lot of people track their steps and their water. I realized that my water intake is what I need for my body. I tried to force that gallon of water a day, but it does not work for me. I tried and tried. I tried for months and it just didn't work. So I said, okay, no more. And then I decided that my body is good with 3 to 4 bottles of water a day, which is half a gallon. 4 bottles of water is half a gallon. So I get up in the morning, I drink one. I try to drink one on my way to work so that when I get to work, I'll probably drink 2 within my day. And then on my way home, I'll drink 1, or when I get home, I'll drink 1. So that's my 4 bottles that I have. I don't keep track of that. But my steps, no, because I'm in retail, so I walk all day long. My step tracker used to be off the charts, so there's no reason for me to track that as well. So now if I do exercising and I walk purposefully for exercise, then I will track that. So as far as my sleep tracker is concerned, I'm excited. I printed this off. I found this, a version of this on Canva, and I turned it around and into what I needed it for. It's gonna be very simple. You know, day 1 of the month, how many hours did you sleep? You know, and hopefully we're gonna be in that 7-hour column down here. I'm anxious to see. And then my notes were gonna be, on my notes, I'm gonna try to write in why I didn't get the sleep I should have gotten. We'll see how that goes. I'm not like a habit tracker girl. I would have to throw that paper out the window. I'm being honest. I can't track that. Mostly I'm very positive and I'm very happy. On times when I'm not, I don't like to dwell on it because I like to turn that around, that energy around back into the happy person that I am, because I don't like to be depressed about anything. Okay, that's over. Okay, so this is my last notes page, and that's the end. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. So excited to get this going. Now, let's talk about my savings, because I've done a little bit of work on that as well. So what I said about last year, that I really didn't, I knew what I had to do, but I didn't really have a plan. I didn't really have a plan. So this year I do. So let's go into the glow up. And from the glow up, we'll go to the savings, because that's important to me. Okay, hopefully, I know what's in these binders, and if not, I'm gonna figure something out. Okay, so this is what I call purple laser. And this is going to be on my Etsy page. And I'm going to drop this around February 1st so that you guys can get this as well. Now, the names might change by then, because I know that names are very important. Okay, so in this binder, I am going to have my eternity savings, and my eternity games are going to be games that I'm going to play for my snowball, possibly. We'll see. That's still out there. And this money is from savings games that I played last year and never put in the bank yet. So it is going to go onto my credit card. Okay. Now I also have an envelope for my dental, and I have an envelope for health, which will be vitamins and things like that. And then maybe I'm going to start putting my copay money in here as well. But right now it's for vitamins and different things that I use for my health. I don't have to take any medication or anything, but I do take vitamins regularly. Okay, so the next binder is what I call my golden halo. And it is so pretty. You guys, I have to honestly tell you, I only have this one left, and I'm keeping this one. I sold out of these so fast that I couldn't believe how fast I sold them, and then it was impossible to get any more. Now, I didn't have very many, I'm being honest. I did not have very many because they were hard to get, honestly. Okay, so in this one, I'm going to keep my snowball tracker envelope that I have in here. And it's the same one that I used last year, no need to change it. And then my buffer for my bill pay account, and then my bonus, this buffer is for my personal checking account, and this bonus is for my bill pay account. Now I've already added some money in there, so I'm not really sure where I am with this one. $50. So I'll hold on to this in case I need it, because I think what I might do is add a small buffer every payday. A small buffer every payday and put that in, and that will help that bill account stay funded. So the next one is my sunshine, and this is also a laser binder that will be available on my Etsy shop, and my launch date will be February 1. And this one is my holiday binder, and I don't have an insert for it yet, but I'm looking for one. So this is my Merry Christmas envelope, and this is my harvest envelope. So far, that's all I have, but I might build on this. This is so absolutely gorgeous. I love that yellow. It's so pretty on the inside and adorable on the outside. Sunshine. Okay, so my next binder is my gold binder, which I am not ready to give up yet. I love it. I truly adore it. And it is going to be my automotive binder. I've made a few changes. and it's gonna have the maintenance for my car, tags and registration, which I do have to put money in this year, any aftercare issues, Apple Tech, because I did want to add something to it, but it's not important anymore. Violations, which you're in the DMV, you're going to get them if you drive to work. And Jet is what I affectionately call my car. So this is going to be for when I want to do those, what is it called when they come by and detail, when I get the car detailed. What I love about the city is they'll just come to the parking garage where I work and they'll just detail it there. Love it. Okay, and then this is just nothing. Okay, so what I wanted to show you is my manifestation money that I have in here, and that's this. I just think it's so pretty. I love that. And I got these from Temu, and I think I've said it on another video, but I just wanted to add it into my reset tonight in case you missed that one. With that being said, please make sure that if you are enjoying this video, you take a moment to like. The likes are so important for us. Comment, because the comments help to get my algorithm moving. And share this if you feel like somebody else could use the info as well. Now this one is so pretty. I think I'm going to call it bubblegum. I haven't decided what I'm going to call it, but this one will also be available on my shop, in my shop as well. And this is going to be my sinking funds envelope. And of course, we're going to start with giving. July is my birthday month. And then a few things that I'm going to need, which is like chiropractor visits. And I also have, oh, this one is for my vitamins. The other one is for health. Yeah, that's right. So my vitamins is in here. And then this one is for low, of course. Okay, look at that. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay. And then this one, which is what I call my pink halo. This one, oh, I just adore these binders. I really do. Now I do have this one available on my shop as well, and this is going to be my savings. So I wanted to show you, of course, Eternity. I have a lot of games for Eternity, and my Eternity games are also on my website. I just wanted you to know. And this is the 1 through 49, and I started it last year, and I do have some money in there. Let me see how much I have. 1 through 49. What did I do last year? I didn't do much. Okay. So there's 5, 10. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. $18, but it all counts. I'm going to add that this year. My S&C, which is, remember I told you I started it in 2025, but I'm going to end it in 2026. So I kept the game board and everything. So the money that's in here, we'll count it when we're ready. And then this one is new. My Coloring Era, because I have a very beautiful savings game for this, and that's what I'm just going to call it. It's My Coloring Era. I don't know if you can see it because there's so much going on behind it, but that's there. And then also my scratch-offs. Okay, so I started with Baddies in the Bag last year, and I am going to finish this year. So this is... I got all the way to April. What? Okay. So I'm going to start with May, June, and July when it comes to it. Now, this is also a placeholder, and I have another one in one of my other binders that I'm going to use. Okay? And so behind it are some more scratch-offs that I haven't used yet and that I want to get to. Okay, so that is my binder glow up. All right, you guys. So let's get to my savings challenges, because I just want to show you very briefly, and you've seen it before, This is my SNC 2026 in 2026. And all I got to do, I like to roll a dice or flip a card or whatever I'm going to do to get a number, anything 1 through 20. And that's the number I'm going to save. And then I have Eternity. This is my 1 through 49. When I fill in all of the spots, I'm going to be at $1,225. Very, very good. And then I also have this cutie pie. I just love numbers. I'd rather do numbers than anything. So it's numbers to 100. Fill in the missing numbers. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 4, 7, and 8. And then I'm going to add up those numbers, and that's how much I save. 11, 16, and 20. Add up those numbers, and that's how much I save. So I know that when I get down there here, it's going to be kind of hairy. But let's just go with it for now. We'll see what happens when I get down there. And I haven't decided if I'm going to use this to help fill my 50-50 or if this is going to be separate. We'll see where we are. I think it's going to help me fill the 50-50. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so this one is a color by numbers, and that was the envelope that I showed you, my coloring era. This one is going to be saving $852 once I get everything filled in. The petals, the pot, the saucer that holds the pot, everything has a number. Okay? And then I put a piece of cardstock behind it just in case my marker goes through. Now this one is just a very pretty scratch off, and I can't even remember how much I'm going to save. But you know what? That's fine too, because I do like a mystery scratch off. That's a good name, mystery scratch off. And there she is. How pretty is she? Okay, so I went ahead with her and I added some scratch offs, and this is going to be $120. And she was so pretty that I went ahead and just did a duplicate of it, and that's where I wrote the 120. And I'll write that here too. So it's going to be 120 for her and 120 for her twin. Now, remember my word of the year is focus. So I went ahead and made something on Canva for my word. And then I made these a scratch off as well. I'm going to save $150 for that. I like to have my trackers and my scratch offs very big. So I put them in a much bigger binder than my regular A6s. I just like to look at them. I mean, it keeps me going. And look at that cutie patootie with her hot chocolate in her hand. Very cute. So I just went ahead and made this a scratch off as well. And I made this one for $125. Isn't she adorable? Okay, now we're going back to the SNC Melanin. Melanin ladies. Okay, so anyway, this one is worth $70. She is worth $75. And there's my word again, just to keep me on point. And then she is worth $75. Now, I did play this one last year, but I went ahead and put my stickers on again because I don't remember what's under those stickers. There's no way for me to remember that. So it's just like a brand new game. Okay, now, another part of my coloring era is I found another beauty. So I think I'm just gonna make the flowers worth something, and each braid worth a different amount, maybe $10. Her earrings worth an amount. And then I was thinking maybe the lipstick, and I'll choose a pretty color, is worth an amount. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. But I'm thinking by the time I get to her, I should be very close to my 50-50, and I might not need it. We'll see. And I found another game that I want to play. And it's just a numbers game. 9 times 8 equals, divided by 8 equals, plus 16 equals. So those numbers I will save, and then it just goes on and on. It just becomes a game board after that. Very cute. I love it. I think that by the time I get to these last two, I should be very close to my 50-50. If I get to her, if I come to my girl here, that tells you I'm very close to my 50-50 if I get to her. Okay? And that is that. Now, let's talk about the 50-50. I do understand that some things in this video may be a repeat of what I've done or said, but then some things are new, and I just wanted to bring it all together so I can know I'm ready to go forward. Now, this is going to be how I'm going to collect my money in the 50-50. I found this on Amazon, and I just like the motif. I just like the pretty picture. And so I chose this book, and this book is not, you know, as rigid or sturdy or professional looking as the other ones. But, you know, I'm professional all day at work, so I just kind of didn't want to be when I get home. Okay? So what I've done with the book is I'm calling it a 50-50. There's my girl again, my focus girl. I just made her smaller on here. Let's get this bread. And another tiny sticker that says Budget Dolls. Very, very cute. Now, let me talk a little bit about what I've done. So I'm not calling this a 100 envelope challenge because I don't have 100 envelopes. I have an envelope for each set. 1 through 10 goes in here. 11 through 20, all the money goes in here. 21 through 30 goes in here. 31 through 40 goes here, and so on, until we get to the very back. $81 through 90 goes here, and then $100 goes here. So if I get to the point where it's getting bulky and it's too big, I could probably put some money in here because it'll only have that $1 bill in here. Or I can add some more envelopes because I do have more. Now I simplified my tracker because I wanted everything to fit in here. And all I'm going to do is take a highlighter, which I need to add here, I haven't yet. Take a highlighter and just highlight every number that I've saved. And that is going to save me from having a bulky binder in the end. So we'll see how that goes. And then of course, I put some stickers on the back that reflect how I was feeling in the moment. And look at those shoes, aren't those? I would love to be able to wear those shoes with my little poodle and go walk down the streets of Patti. I would love that. I think I've had some shoes like that in the past. So, and of course we are all queens. And it says, you can do this. And it says Paris in the middle. I really enjoyed that. So of course, here are my manifestation bills. There's a sticker here that says life is better when you're laughing with my dollar paper clip. And it says your dream is achievable. And that those are being held by heart-shaped binder clips. Okay, now let's go back to the front. Because in the front, what I have here is, I don't do a lot of decor in my binders, but I wanted to show you Happy to Plan with Desiree's placeholders. And I could not believe I got my hands on these when she had her last launch. Yes, I did. Isn't that adorable? This is so cute. I just love her craftsmanship. I really do. I was able to get 3 of these, and they're $100 placeholders. So nice. That's from Desiree. Now, what I've done, and I have to say I did this a couple of years ago, but I'm very proud of it. I did a $500 placeholder, and there's nothing on the back. The back is blank. And I have another $500 placeholder. Actually, I have 3 altogether. 3 $500 placeholders. I really think I would be doing something. And then look at that. This one is $1,000. And I was able to make this myself. That's going to be a placeholder as well. Love it. So this is how I decorate my binders. I don't really put a lot of stuff in there. Wait, let me see. Okay. Now I have a few more things. Like I said, this is from Baddies in the Bag, and this is actually a scratch-off game, but I didn't want to scratch it off. I just want to use it as a placeholder for $100, or maybe I'll make it $1,000. Then I made myself that $100 placeholder with this is the old format, of course. And then this is something that I received from an order I placed. She sent me this $100, the fake money, and I added the vinyl to it so that it could be a placeholder. So also, I have another one that I received from an order, and I love the term, oh yeah. I say that at work when something goes right, and the team just loves it. They know when I've said that, the project is over. Okay, and then happy thoughts. And so that's another placeholder. And then this one is she believed she could, so she did, pretty and poppin'. And this one is Melanin Queen. And that's a $50 bill there. So I wanted to just show you guys those placeholders because I really intend to use them this year. Okay, so that was so very important for me. It took a lot of work, and I'm so happy that I took the time to take some time off in January and then work out my budget and work out the plan on how I'm going to get there. I was very, very inspired by Jordan Budgets because she is so serious about her goals and how she's going to get there. So she's so very inspirational. I like hers too. Now I do have one more thing that I wanted to show you. And I have more than one. Let me not say that. Okay, so this came from Baddies in the Bag. She made this for me. She sent me the acrylic binder. And then she made this abstract art for me, Budget Dolls. And I put it in here, and then I was able to get my hands on these bright pink envelopes. And then this is a page from Beautifully Me and You. She is so hilarious. She sends us on a journey on every one of her videos, and I love to watch them. So I was able to just, I didn't include any ones, but I started with the 5s, then this is 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. And I'm doing this to put any excess money in it when my binders get full. So hers is called a completed binder. This isn't really a completed binder because as soon as my binders get full, or when it's time for me to do a condensing, then I will use this. Now it seems a little bit flimsy to me, and it might be, but if that's the case, we'll switch up at the end. But it was just cute. It's going to be cute to begin my year with. Now, when it starts to get fat, I'm going to take this ribbon off the side and then just tie it around here and try to hold it closed. If not, I'll find something, a hair scrunchie, something else. Okay, so what I wanted to do, and this is also from Baddies in the Bag. This goes with my scratch-offs. And I have a few more things that I wanted to add to my binders today. And I wanted to show you another one of my games from Eternity. Now, these are going to be available on my website as well. This took a lot of work. Oh my goodness. So when all of the creators are out there creating these games and things for you guys, trust and believe it's a lot of work. I mean, it took a lot. Like I think the last time that I had time off work, I actually put these together because you can't just do it. It takes planning. Oh my goodness. And then the execution part, and you're messing up the measurements. I don't know if anybody messes up measurements as much as me, but I mess them up. I have to start over, re-scratch, take a scratch paper, and do it again. And it took me a while to get to this. So I am very, very proud of myself for getting there. Okay, so I wanted to start off with the first game. They're just math puzzles, like I said. So the total amount is 10. And this is the equation. What plus 4 equals 10? It would be 6. What plus 7 equals 10? It would be 3. What plus 6 equals 10? It would be 4. What plus 2 equals 10 would be 8. What plus 9 equals 10 would be 1. So then you take those numbers, add them together, and that's how much you save until you're finished with the whole page. I just love it, love it, love it. And then on the back it says, the next page says, you are one day closer to your goal. Girl, keep on going, keep going. Okay, so the next one is Budget Dolls, and this is dicey. And you just roll dice and land wherever you want to land and put in what you want to put in from what you've rolled. Okay? And then the next one is roll doubles. So you're going to roll two dice, and whatever you get, a 6, a 4, a 2, a 1, whatever you get, you put that number here, and that's how much you save. And you go all the way down until the page is finished. Love it! This took a lot of brain power, let me tell you. Don't stop until you're proud. Oh, I love that one. This is eternity speaking to us, you guys. Okay, and this is sparkle and roll. So if you pick 3 as your sparkle number and you roll a 3, and you roll a 3, you have to triple wherever you land. I'm just trying to make it fun, make it something for you to do. And when you do purchase this, you're going to receive the instructions for each puzzle game as well. You got this. Now, one thing I wanted to point out is I decorated mine that I'm going to be on camera with, but yours will not come with those stickers and decorations. Yours will come blank, and you're going to have to fill that out, find all of your favorite things to put on the backs of yours as well. Okay? So that is my Eternity Collection Math Edition. I do have more things to go with her, but we're going to start there. So that's for this binder. So last year I played a different Eternity game, but this year that's where that's going to be. And then we're going to determine on another video what I'm going to do with this money. Because when I counted my money that I saved from last year, I purposefully did not include that because it's separate. Okay, so then I have something else. One of the ladies that I buy from on my Etsy, it's called Breezy's Things, BREEZY''S, Breezy's Things. And I was able to get some more. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my goodness, look at that from her. So let's take a look at what this is. I wanted an envelope called My Beautiful Home because it's going to be a sinking fund, and I just want to, the first thing I need to buy is a chair because my chair is terrible. So I need to buy a chair. That's one of the first things. I was able to really decorate my apartment this year, and I really love what I've done. Now, all I have to do is, my walls look great. I even included paneling. It looks awesome, but I'm not going to show it yet. That's on a separate video, but I just wanted to say my beautiful home because I do have a few more projects that I want to finish, but they are not as important as the other ones. So I just asked her to create this vellum envelope for me. Love it. And today we're going to place this. And then tacos and margaritas is for when I hang out with my friends. We don't always go for tacos and margaritas, but most of the time we do. So this is just going to be for eating out for special occasions. Okay? And then my beautiful home, like I said, and she gave me 3, let me see. She gave me 3 trackers and 3 games, or 2. Okay, so this one right here, I just fill in the dollar amount that I want it to be. This one is a scratch off. Okay, and then this one is the same. However much I want the butterflies to be worth, I fill that in. Very nice. Thank you so much. And then she also gave me a placeholder, and I'm going to add some stickers to it as well. Okay, and this is for the month of April, which is coming up, so I'm going to color this in as I decide how much money this is going to be worth. So I have a lot of games I can do this year because I did not have games for last year. And the games that I did have, I didn't finish. So I was very disappointed in myself. So let me go here to my beautiful home. and I want to add it here. My health and dental, I think this goes somewhere else. I don't know, but right now it's good. Okay. Sometimes I put them in the back and then I don't pay any attention to them. So I'm not going to do that this time. So my beautiful home goes here. And my games go right with it. Okay. So I'm going to put all this here. Nice. I love it. Okay. And then tacos and margaritas. Let me see. Because of the coloring, I just want to put it right here. Okay, there's my tacos and margaritas as a sinking fund. All right, now, one other envelope that I have. Now, I didn't really want to put this in as a haul because I did receive them last year. I just didn't get a chance to work with them. My beloved Happy to Plan with Desiree. Oh my goodness, when I tell you set alarms and everything so I could be in on her launch, and then I didn't even get a chance to use it. Oh, nice. And this is from Breezy. I have to remember that. Maybe I'll write a note for this one that one's from Breezy. I won't forget. Okay, so she sent me the July one, $52 mini challenge, and the numbers are very light, but they total $52 for my birthday. Nice. And then this one is 2 envelopes. One is for savings and one is for spending. And I haven't decided which of my binders is gonna hold these sinking funds. And this would be extra savings, probably. Let me see. So my birthday is going to be here. July is my birthday month. This one goes here. So it's going to be so much easier just to play little games than just put money in. And then spending and savings, I'm thinking we'll go here. Let me see if this is where I want it. Yeah, I think so. I think this is perfect for it. Extra savings and a little bit of spending. Yeah, so the next thing that I'm gonna do is sit with my laptop and come up with a tracker so that I can keep track of these. I love these dearly. They are so strong. Love them. I might get a few more of these. Yeah, I haven't decided yet though. I did order some more blank ones so I can just put whatever I want to on the front. So maybe I should just wait until I get those before I order anything else. Okay. Oh, wait, I forgot one. This is my birthday savings. Oh, this is the little pigs that she normally uses. And the total, if the pig is going to be whatever I want it to be. And then, of course, the total is whatever I want it. So I'm going to put this in for my birthday month as well. Very nice. Very nice. Does anyone have any plans for your birthday this year? Write them in the comments and let me know what your plans are. Last year, I did a massage and a pedicure for myself. I don't know what I'm going to do this year. I'm thinking about going to Virginia Beach. I would love to go to Virginia Beach, but we'll see. We will see. Now, there's one more that I already opened and I never got a chance to work with, and that is Beautifully Me and You. This is the bookmark challenge that she had for last year. Very cute. Now, she's probably moved on to something else because she moves quick, let me tell you. She's like this with her challenges. but I'm not that fast, so I'm just going to use this year. And I think I might, no, I can't do that. Okay, so let me put this in. Where do I want this money? What am I gonna save for? I need all the help I can get to my 50/50, but I also need to get to my dental. So let me put this with my dental. Let me put this here, okay? Because I need all the help I can get with that. I'm having some cosmetic work done, and it is very expensive. No, let me put it in the front. It's very expensive. And if I did not have any credit card debt, and remember the IRS I'm paying back, I would be able to get my dental done a lot faster. But it is what it is. We'll just work with it and make it happen. Okay, so that is a lot. Phew, that was a lot. Okay, and I have the nerve to want to do a cash stuffing today as well. I need to do this cash stuffing because I'm out of money, but I'm off work this week, and it's snowing, so I really have no plan to go anywhere, let me tell you. Okay, so let me see where we are with this money here. I'm gonna take a quick calculator break. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. 10, 20. 51, 50. $290. Okay, so I always start with my cash wallet, and in there I'm going to put 160. So generally, I just have one $50 bill, but my money, I couldn't get my money the way I wanted it this time. So let me see how we're gonna do it. Yeah, this might be easier because I'm gonna need some money for my savings challenges. So it's 120, 40, 60 for my groceries. Okay, let's do that. You know, I really started questioning whether I want to be a cash budgeter in the middle of DC, you know. So it's a good thing that where I work I'm not really worried about it there. I just take what I need and put it in my coin pouch, and I use that. I don't take all of this with me anymore. I don't do that. Okay, so as far as my eats and drinks is concerned, when I eat out, or when I stop along the way from work, sometimes I'll put this 50 in there. And then I do Starbucks sometimes. I love to have their medicine balls. They're so good. I'll put the 50 there. It's almost creepy that I don't even want anyone to see me with money, with cash, even though it's a small amount. They might think, oh, she always has cash. Like, that's worrying me a little bit too. We'll see. Okay, and then, so that's all done. And then I wanted to go to my my sinking fund for low. And I'm going to add $20 there. And he already has 20. And so I'm going to add another 20 for $40. Giving is not going to get anything. $50. I need to transfer that money. And then I have a tracker for that. It's called donations. I think I'm going to start keeping track of that. I am, because it's important. And then I'm also going to decorate this on the inside. Just a little bit of decor, not a lot. And then I have $20, $40, $50, $60 left that I want to use for my savings games. And I'm not going to play those games tonight because this video is long enough. And I wanted just to share with you what I have so far for the year. I am so happy and so much more relaxed than I was last year this time. But my holidays are so busy that October, November, December is so busy with my job that it's good that I take January and just do my reset in January, because December is just crazy for me. But I also like to have something to count on New Year's Eve, so we'll have to figure that part out as well. That's all that I have for today, dolls. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.